Before we start, look at this. What did he see? Eating some Pocky. Pocky. Alright. I'm ready. Welcome back. It's time to get some answers. So here we are. Finally getting some answers. Let's go. I feel like it's gonna be a lengthy dialogue and a lot of questions from Trailblazer's side, so let's get going while I eat my Pocky.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
I say yes.
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh, is it that obvious?
Not really.
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr.
I
Yang.
never would have expected
It is
it.
indeed time to come clean on everything. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions.
Let's go.
Before we begin,
Q&A time.
let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dream Flux Reef,
That's why he
the
knew
deputy
what was in
to
it.
Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation. As Gallagher, the history fictionologist.
Fictionologist?
I
I remember when
humbly
March
extend my
asked how
greetings
old he
to
was.
you
He was
all.
like 13.
History fictionologist? So what? Everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
Is that so?
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy. Inviting different factions and stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony. Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to
I
all.
forgot to turn up the dialogue
The
again.
Stellaron.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
They're pulling your leg again. The Stellaron has been completely sealed. Someone is manipulating the Stellaron?
How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less from the person here who is the most familiar with the Stellarons.
I
The
forget.
sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you
What-
think
what
of
are
the memory
Stellarons
zone as
again?
the sea, creating the
they
land
like
of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean.
The Netherese
Earth
orb
to make an
of Gale?
island. To
Baldur's Gate?
achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron.
Oh, wait. What? The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think memories under the sea, creating the land, dreams like feeling that. Well, they could have an
That's
emanator.
not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster?
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into
They
play.
did use a Stellaron.
The Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against
That's
the
why
folly
they
of
said it
attempting
was
to tamper with
greed.
such a power. And most heeded their words. There are always people in the shadows with ulterior motives.
Always.
The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity. By the time a representative from the Montour System's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony.
Disguise?
Those 3 eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape.
Oh, is it the black
Think
hole?
about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland?
People's...
It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through
People's
the dreamscape.
lives? I was gonna say, like,
Tempts people
other
to
people's
indulge
dreams.
in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream.
Oh, those who stay for
Confusion,
too long.
laziness, and cowardice. Weaknesses that plague humanity were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable than the previous one. Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, I created a meme within this dream for our use.
Fictionologize.
That's its
Fictionologize.
real name. We
Dormancy.
exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
Oh, okay. Wait. I'm processing it. Dormancy. And also that's what Dr. Ratio told Aventurine, right? That is not the enemy of dreams. Was it dormancy or something like that? And then here, people can't sleep in the dream.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
So we don't know yet who the traitor is.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
That's a question for Mr. Wings.
Mr.
Stellaron
Wings.
is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
What does Sparkle call him? Like chicken boy or something? Oh, no. Misha.
You all look quite serious. Is there anything I can do to help?
Maybe you have some... Oh, no, never mind. Firefly.
As I suspected, the core of this issue lies within the Stellaron.
You guys were right to be involved. What can I say? Alright. Mr. Wings.
Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
Oh, that's what I get for trying to copy.
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
Oh.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first
So the weekly
materialized within
boss
the
is not
century.
Aventurine.
That's what turned Penacony into its
So we don't
current
get to
state.
fight him again? Impossible. That's crazy. No way. All that fight just to experience it once?
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Oh, the one who adopted them.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
confronting me first turned out to be a
But it was
smart
Gaga,
move.
right? Who was responsible for Robin, at least.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him.
Acheron was able to get, like,
Moreover,
him to speak.
Mr. Gopher Wood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
What this?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopher Wood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopher Wood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself.
Look at their eyes, they're so different.
For the paradise in our dreams.
For the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family,
What's with that close up to his
I'm
mouth?
responsible for ensuring
kinda,
Penacony's promising future.
Ominous.
Robin and I will head into the sweet dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopher Wood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
Are we teaming up?
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors. And there's no reason to stop now.
Miko's hair is so red.
Yeah, we Nameless
It's so
got
out of
back down
place
from
in
a
this
challenge.
frame, I love
Isn't
it.
that right, Miss Trailblazer?
Okay, what will we say this time? Ain't nothing to fear no more, we'd win. Here was never back down, peace was never an option. Going up against the Dream Master? Nah, I'd surrender. We'd win.
That line actually makes me a bit nervous.
Why? Don't you want
Rest
to be
assured,
confident?
sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations.
That is true.
And could make all the difference if things get ugly.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
So we're just gonna ignore that
The Charmony
Acheron and
Festival
Aventurine are
is
not
about
here.
to start, and time is against
Let's
us.
go, let's go, here we go. We're so
Everyone,
close.
let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
Oh no, it's Welt. Well, that's awkward. Okay. See what Will has to say. Let's check the missions. Will always rings twice. That's not the missions. Public enemy. All related parties present have reached a consensus to eliminate the Stellaron. The righteous and upstanding Hellovian siblings have even expressed willingness to utilize their identities to seek out a resolution from inside the family itself. Walt still has some doubts. Let's see what Will has to say.
I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang?
I'm sure you could handle him, Mr. Yang.
How powerful is that Dream Master?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the Stellaron in his possession.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
Are you asking Welt,
No, that
someone who has a
won't do.
black hole in
Even
him?
if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although I can't quite put my finger on it.
Oh,
I have
his
to make sure he
spidey
won't
senses.
turn against us when things start to get dicey.
they're tingling.
You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow
Of
it for a moment?
course. Here. What is it again? The token. Oh, what will you do with it?
I knew it.
A tracker? I don't think this will bring us any luck.
As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter.
Ah.
If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed.
Sparkler's
As it so happens,
switch.
this may actually
Sparkler,
be of
what?
some use in
Sparkle's
the current
switch.
situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And
We can
what does he
detonate
have
the
to do with our mission to
bomb
confront the
or
Dream
something.
Master?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message
Good plan,
to
Welt.
the IPC.
I knew we could count on you.
It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
And Topaz is already in the
Good
real
luck,
world
to you,
hotel,
Welt.
so.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me.
Oh,
Just
no.
make sure to seal the Stellaron.
No, you'll make it. I'm sure of it.
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake Mikhail did. Let's wish him the best of luck.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Oh, what?
Why would you say so?
What's up?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the 3 Nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Rosalina and Tiernan, so the only one left is Legwork.
Legwork?
If I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer
Legwork?
is pretty obvious.
Is it
After
Mikhail?
all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put in to
Oh,
link
no,
the
no, no.
different
Who is
realms
it?
together
Enough.
across the Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
Yeah? Oh, you're making me blush with these flatteries. Keep them coming. Ha. Of course, my reputation precedes me. Believe in the galactic baseballer supremacy.
What? Hey, you can't just make up titles like that.
I just love saying things like that around March.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had fond memories from his time aboard the
It's
Express,
him?
which he reminisced on every time he had a good drink.
It's him?
As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle,
Oh no. What?
ending up back where he started. On his deathbed,
Okay.
he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblazers.
Ooh, what is it?
Come with me. Now is the time to reveal it.
Okay. Is it something useful? Surely it... Oh. At the tomb.
Back here again.
The Firefly's with us now.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future Trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old man.
Oh! Ooh, what's happening?
What's happening?
We're rising? Or something is rising. Oh! What? What's happening? The theater?
Go ahead. His resting place lies in
Oh.
the garden up ahead. The first and last Nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legward. The
Oh, it
Watchmaker.
is Mikhail. Oh god, I got chills. I thought it was a red herring, but then no, it's actually Mikhail. Damn it. These guys, I go assume, and then I assume I'm wrong. Like my first assumption was wrong, and then it turns out I was right. And then okay, that's how they get you. That's how you get confused, and then you're still surprised by the end of it. You expect everything, but still surprised. That's me. This game. So only Gallagher has access to that, I'm guessing. Ooh, look at the fractals. Oh. Beneath the sea surface of Memory Zone, in a garden closest to the full moon in the water, an elderly man rests on a recliner, enveloped in utter silence. The Watchmaker, Mikhail Char Legward, has passed into that endless, timeless dream where no sound could ever awaken him. Oh, his last name's Legward.
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third Nameless.
Oh, he's
Even I
literally
could guess
sleeping
that
here.
one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds
He's holding a
meaning
dream
only
bubble.
for the Nameless.
Like a stuffed toy. What happens if you take it?
After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some trailblaze runes? Even more mysterious than me.
Well, let's have a look.
Yes, let's. As the word cease, Himiko nods ever so slightly in your direction. You take a deep breath, steady your mind, and turn your gaze towards the Watchmaker. I was gonna say matchmaker. Touch the dream bubble. Press your hands against the dream bubble, and thick viscous memoria converges under strain, then stretches outward from your fingertips, as if weaving a delicate web. It gently cradles your palm. Chill travels from your fingertips, carrying with it a myriad of vibrant and intertwined memories, as experience would suggest. But this time, you see nothing at all. How could this be? Try to focus and capture memories. Take a deep breath and try to read the dream bubble again. The dream bubble is clearly extraordinary. Perhaps the approach was wrong, you think, holding your breath and closing your eyes. With one knee on the ground, you press your forehead against the thin film coated in memoria. Yet, before you, there remains an abyss of darkness. No crimson sun descending upon snow-capped mountains, no gentle laughter, no twinkling stars, no echoes of swords clashing, and most of all, no traces of trailblaze. Huh. Interesting. There's nothing and nothing is there. Indubitably, this is but an empty dream bubble.
Wait, what's going on?
Was it stolen?
Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble? How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the Nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble
romanticism.
is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies.
I was just watching like one Going 17 episode, and they were talking about, they were debating stuff, and they were like, oh, we're just romantics, followers of romanticism.
That mischievous old man. Well, I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
Wait, there must be something more to this.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
Is that the Stellaron? Just kidding, of course it's not.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, alright?
It's the friends we made along the way.
Just as Mikhail believes in the Nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the Nameless of the past. There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the Watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And
He looks so
I also
tired.
want to know what he left
I mean, I would be
behind.
too, I guess.
I'll
Hmm.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store.
A pet.
It's for Mikhail, and for the future of
We're just gonna
Penacony.
use death as like Dragon Express to fall in. Boothill's POV, no way. And we were with Heng. They will infiltrate the sweet dream.
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel.
Oh my god,
How may I
they're
help you?
here.
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral
Oh,
Express.
it's Allie.
And we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my companions already checked in. My name is Dan Heng, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now
Uh-oh.
the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Companion.
Me?
Oh my god.
Pom Pom. New
What the
Nameless
fuck?
is also with the Astral Express.
Pom Pom. You look so different.
My fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation
Pom-pom.
before he boarded the express, so he wasn't registered in your system.
He says through
Possible
gritted
to
teeth.
accommodate him as well.
Oh,
I wanna replay that.
see. Another...
He's my fellow
Through gritted
trailblazer.
teeth.
We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the express.
You're so bad at
So
lying,
he
Dunham.
wasn't registered in your system. Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days.
Yeah? You're quite
Since
popular.
there's precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests are still in the dreamscape.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
How
I
come?
need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
Well, that's
How
easy.
about you just wake up someone? Let's say,
Won't that be dangerous?
Welt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper
Yeah,
clearance.
they need the kick.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
Boothill's like a Karen.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
Oh.
It seems so.
We've arrived at a... how do you read that? Impasse?
Nothing
Fudge.
personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr.
Poor
Sutton, the
Allie.
family head,
She didn't
personally
sign up for
handled
this.
issue earlier. Oh, please. wait
Oh
a
no,
moment
you
while I
can't contact him either.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
Is that part of her job description?
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact them on the express earlier, but they didn't respond.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here
You?
with the receptionist.
They're bros, I love it. Dunham making friends everywhere. First it was Luocha, Sushang, and...
Just don't keep
Oh, is it
me
just
waiting
Luocha and
forever.
Sushang? Was there another one? And then now it's Boothill.
Heng seems pretty
The
worried
last
about his
tycoon.
companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
POV switched, Boothill, Broken Arrow. New Dreamscape. Okay. Ask around in the lobby for information and wait for Dunham. Okay, I can feel the energy drink wearing off, so hopefully we finish soon.
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family.
Hello,
head of
Cody.
security for the hotel. How may I assist you?
Hello. So, there's something I wanted to ask about. I've been hearing some unsettling rumors about certain incidents that might
Rumor
affect the
has
Charming
it.
Festival. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled all the way from the Hayai Federation.
Hayai?
I don't want my trip to be ruined.
What do you mean?
Wait. You haven't heard?
Wrong move, Boothill.
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. I can assure you, as a representative of the Bloodhound family, that everything is going smoothly for the Charmony Festival.
Right.
At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived.
Oh, has
So
he?
don't worry, your trip won't be in vain.
That's a relief to hear. She doesn't appear to be acting. So,
Internal monologue.
seems that even the hotel staff are out of the loop.
Right, next person to question. Boothill needs answers. Sabrina,
Everything here is so
is this the imposter?
The Charmony Festival is about to start.
Dano.
I'm so excited.
Hey! You guys here for the Charmony Festival too?
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival. Honestly,
Did you know?
I don't
Did you know?
know what it's about, but I heard it's a lot of fun.
Oh.
Well, back in my home.
Oh, it's different. It's not the
Penaria,
imposter.
We have festivals like that all the time. My dad
Oh
threw
no,
me
just
a
kidding.
birthday
We never
party
really
one
heard her
time
voice
that
because
was
we were just talking
as
to her,
extravagant as
like,
the
at the hotel
Charmony
lobby.
Festival.
Oh, come on. The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-amber-era event. How can...
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in an era.
Sure.
Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about the, unsettling things happening in the dreamscape?
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong?
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry. If anything does happen, the family will be on top of it.
Oh, that's a relief. I didn't come all this way to see the festival go down the drain.
Yeah.
Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these
Fudging.
two. They're clueless.
Is Heng done?
Back
There we go.
already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. I'm starting to wonder. Sending her to contact Sunday was a good idea. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and wherever we go, all we see
Topaz.
is people
You guys should
enjoying
look for
themselves.
Topaz. She
Definitely
knows.
not a good sign.
She's expecting
I agree.
people.
Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing the council and managing everything inside and outside the dreamscape. However, I walked around the hotel but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family on such an
They're all
important
dead.
day.
Well, I'll be forked.
Forked.
If I remember correctly, the head of the Oak family is that Sunday guy, right?
Right.
We shouldn't linger here too long. Let's go back to the Express for now.
That's it?
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed the IPC, bro?
Bro.
If you run away
Yeah,
now,
bro.
everyone will be chasing after you.
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing, but let's stay put for now. Even if the family has ulterior motives, they couldn't have anticipated
His
us
like
showing
sheriff
up here.
badge thingy, whatever badge that is,
Surprise
is also
factor.
moving along his like
They don't
movements,
wanna
arm movements.
attract
That's pretty
unwanted
cool to
attention
see.
from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless. See,
Oh, they spotted
the
them.
IPC lackeys are keeping a close eye on this hotel.
They spotted Topaz and the
If I
gang.
were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here. If we just wait here, that would be like walking into their trap.
Then let's not wait here. Let's walk
we
around.
don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper.
Oh
If it turns
yeah.
out we won't be allowed to enter
I forgot
the
about
dreamscape,
Black Swan.
she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality,
A secret signal.
that's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boothill, if you have more backup plans in the future, I hope you'll let me know in advance.
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things can go awry. And that would leave all backup plans completely useless.
Well, I understand that because he's like, you know, lone wolf kind of guy.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
You just walk.
This is where my street
You
smarts
just
come
walk.
into play.
You just walk. Use your street smarts. I know we're supposed to go there, but what stops us from just going up? There, we made it. Wasn't that so easy? It's not letting us do it. Fine, let's do it the intended way. Dennis, or Denis, whatever.
You're the lobby manager, right?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. We've been waiting here forever, without any food.
Oh, then you'll
or
get
water.
into the
What the
lounge.
fork, man?
What the
Is this how
fork?
the family treats its guests?
What the fork?
Is this your idea of street smarts?
Tanha's so shook.
Starting an altercation?
Very low profile Tanha suddenly making a fuss.
Standing up for your rights.
Let's go, Boothill.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange 2 premium seats in the VIP lounge.
Oh, well,
so
thank you
can sit there
kindly.
while you wait.
See? Just like that.
Just like that.
Just don't call yourself Nameless next time.
No, it's okay. You'll get through it.
This bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
The music. Each soul glad. Alright, Anderson.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of Donna's White Oak. Can you help us find it?
Donna's White Oak. I think there might be a misunderstanding. We don't serve that here.
Well, that can't be right.
Oh, no way. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all. I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broken or lost.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
That would be surprising.
Then what should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Let's grab some drinks first. Maybe I arrived too early and she hasn't come yet. Now, let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here.
Juice malts.
Well,
What are those?
give me a glass of Heng Valley, 40 years.
Heng
I'll
Valley.
have it neat. No ice.
Alright, what about you, Tanha?
Wow, that's the most expensive one on the list. You have a taste for the finer things.
It's on the house, anyway.
What can I get?
Oh, is it on the house? Oh,
Anything you recommend is
you should get the
fine.
expensive one too, Tanha.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village.
Glass Village?
It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboom juice.
Soul Glad.
It's refreshing and suits your cool demeanor. Just 1 minute.
So cool.
Ah, this flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh,
They're just two bros
really
hanging
hits
out.
the spot. Truly, the finest sherry cask-aged malt juice in the cosmos.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that humans enjoy?
Hey, this guy doesn't know anything at all.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guest.
He doesn't go out much.
Please enjoy.
Don't be too harsh on him.
Let's give the memo keeper another half-system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan. In the meantime, let's take stock of the situation. What do you think?
Yes,
The
let's.
situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities, but the public is unaware of it. Someone in a position of power within the family must be covering it up. It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC.
Oh,
and
how
the
did they know
Masked
about the
Fools.
masked fools?
If what you said about the Emanator of the Nihility is true, the situation in Penacony is a little complicated.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. Regarding Acheron. As you know, the faction that follows the path of the hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, who in their right mind would impersonate the Cienjo Alliance or the Galaxy Rangers? It's like asking for a death wish. Isn't there a saying among the Cienjo people that the Rainbow Sect lets their Lux arrow do all the beating?
The Lux arrow?
Talking. Do all the talking.
Well, you know what I mean.
I love these two.
Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. Even the dumbest criminals know better than to mess with the Annihilation Gang, much less the Rangers. But that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and organized.
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive?
Wait, so she's not actually a Galaxy Ranger? For how long?
I'm not entirely sure. I do have my suspicions.
Because she said she's called
Maybe
Acheron.
she knows a Galaxy Ranger, or perhaps she's trying to lure us out for some reason.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned followers from various paths for the festival, unless the invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case, it's even more intriguing that the family insists on organizing the Charmony Festival.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. We find it beyond human understanding because it wasn't arranged by humans at all. People do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved. They believe in things they know they shouldn't, and
Fudge.
they even break their own rules. But Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back, even if they reach a dead end.
You think Shipei's will is behind all this?
It may not necessarily be Shipei.
Oh, then Heng doesn't know about the Stellar Hunters' involvements. Involvement, yeah, right. Oops, sorry, hit my mic again. I'm loving my new setup though. But I still keep hitting my mic.
It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or how the Express stays true to the Trailblaze despite Akavili's disappearance.
But in my opinion, Akavili's fall holds significance for
I
the
forgot the
Nameless.
story. How did it go again? How did Akavili
So
fall?
you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because their absolutely right leader is gone?
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right. It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless possibilities,
Yes.
even with limited insight and judgment.
Agree. Agreed.
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for their choices, because no one else can do it for them. That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter.
I wonder what happened to the real Acheron if that's the case.
Just in case. I have a backup plan if the memo keeps
This is my
doesn't
final
show
backup
up.
plan.
This is my final backup plan. I promise.
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier.
What is your old career?
By the way, when you were walking around the hotel, did you happen to see any important looking guests?
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use
What?
them as bargaining chips with the family.
That's too much.
Or maybe we can even
That
take
Heng
their
can't do that.
identities.
Oh, okay, identities.
No need for that. We'll return to the Express now.
Wait, are you getting scared? Draw your weapon. Let's make a big scene.
What the fork?
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that as Donna's White Oak
Oh.
you just ordered?
There she is.
Huh? As Donna's White Oak. But didn't you just say?
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed
There we
guests.
go. They don't have to make a scene
ordered a
now.
bottle of Asdon's White Oak
Their
just a
dynamic
moment
is so
ago.
funny.
Looks like your memo keeper friend has finally arrived.
Oh, right. Sorry.
So many
my
updates.
memory's not the
Many
best.
modifications.
Too many modifications and all.
Fork me.
Anyway, let me. I'll be waiting for you on the Astral Express.
Oh, see? Look at that.
No mistake. That's her message to you.
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Kaza. We did do a lot of walking, so that's great. Pom pom.
Back? Two guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boothill.
Two?
So I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Two?
Oh, just in time.
Who could it be?
Two guests?
Yeah, or two. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that,
Who could it be?
you have no regard for
Acheron?
etiquette.
Topaz? Aventurine?
My
Someone we haven't met
apologies,
yet?
Conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation
Oh,
in
the
Penacony,
memory of
the
chaos
Nameless
is from
are
the Garden of
only ones
Recollection.
we can trust right
That person there.
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Heng. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boothill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak. You sure have a refined taste.
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
No pleasantries. No
Precisely
time
what I
for
intend to
pleasantries.
do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is
Oh,
Black
there she
Swan,
is.
and I serve the Garden of Recollection as a memo keeper. As for Acheron's story, I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
See, here she is.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag.
Shirtbag, shirtbag. How's this betrayal? She's right
I
here.
apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came through.
Oh, nice. I'm glad to
and
see you're
helped me
alright,
escape their
Acheron.
surveillance unnoticed.
Where's Aventurine then?
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
Good for you.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something? How about this?
Oh, son of a nice lady is like his censored version of son of a bitch. I thought he was looking for his son, like in like a previous video. It's like
Doesn't have
sun.
to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other
Look at him
options?
posing.
What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
What?
This passenger is requesting.
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Don Heng. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help.
Are we contacting
As
the
for
IPC?
Boothill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other. So this was the only way I could reach out to you.
Oh, so you're actually looking for
Only by
Boothill?
doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise.
Oh.
To return his relics to their rightful owner.
What?
Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens. A sign of their raindrops are
Oops.
said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't abandoned us yet. So, how long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years and decades passed. And in the end, such hope faded away before the rain did. Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all.
As he spoke, the old man's gaze remained fixed on the distance. Amidst the fine drizzle of black rain, countless shadowy hands emerged from the sea, shrouded in an ethereal mist, reaching out towards the sky one by one.
Well,
oh, hands!
let
That's
me
kind of
share
creepy. Scary.
a story with you. Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans. And for some, their presence,
like those shadows on the ocean.
Sin thirsters.
Sin thirsters?
The obsessions of the Pathstriders. They emerge from the depths of IX.
Huh. The
Seeing
nihility.
themselves as masters of their own destiny, they emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, these hollow phantoms, they were once my dear companions.
Oh.
A group of Galaxy Rangers.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes in their time. And they shouldn't be reduced to mere puppets of nihility. As for me,
Who is this?
I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield to advance.
This is who
any
Acheron was
further.
talking to as well when she, like, cut the sky out in the dreamscape.
But you know, these sin thirsters, They're not who they used to be.
Does this seem pointless to you? Well, some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless.
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls, right? Thank you, stranger. I wish that
I
you
really
find
am
what
glad
you
that I
seek.
was able to get Acheron, even if I wasn't intending to. I was just trying to get Gallagher, but
Before we part ways, I have
it was
one
meant
more
to be.
question.
I love her.
It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if, and it's just an if this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
A good question. And a profound one. I don't know the answer. What I do know is that one day, I too will pass away. Someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers on it.
Back to Robin's POV. Okay, here we go. They're going to confront the Dream Master. 9 system hours until the Traumony Festival.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, and soul reflected immaturity and innocence. As I grew into adulthood, I left behind my childlike side.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of Shipe.
Come to me, my kinship.
What is this, a confession
I
book?
have sought their presence with us.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my...
Sorry, I'm gonna skip a bit.
However, out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has
Do you sincerely repent?
What?
And vow to change your ways?
He took confessions?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh. Yes.
Oh.
Are you willing to accept the process of atonement?
Atonement?
Yes.
Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated among them.
Oh,
what is this?
And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next.
Oh my gosh.
I wholeheartedly
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us.
How did he do this?
As long as you are sincere.
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway. I sold everything to get a ticket.
I see. Please, go
My
on.
children? Did he say my children? Sold a house, sold his land, sold his 2 children.
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here. If I can strike it rich here, I'll lift them out of that situation and give them the life they deserve. But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could bring my kids here.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease
Just
their
like that?
pursuit.
Wow.
You don't need to
The
live in
influence.
fear anymore.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Next.
Hey!
Profession.
Long time no see, Mr. Sunday.
Oh.
I have sought their presence with us. Let us proceed.
Sure. Let's just get this over with.
Have a pizza.
That's it. Nothing
Have a
more.
pizza? Is that a sin?
Seek to
Oh,
atone
did he
for
throw it
your
away?
sins through good.
My sins? Starting to... You think nobody knows what you're
precious family has done? About the
Oh.
Watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chasers might be fooled by your act, but don't fool yourself. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this.
Oh, he's asking the right
Spend enough
questions.
time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave.
Good luck with your
Good luck
election.
with your election, and don't make me regret my investments in you.
He's stressed. Going through it.
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, hear my doubts. Who can judge the strong when their power hides their crimes? Who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive? Who can comfort the purest souls when even they get led astray? If the strong defending the weak is truly the foundation of paradise, then who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
It's Robin's POV, right?
Brother?
Okay.
Brother?
Brother.
Brother, are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts.
Oh no. What's
But
happening to
it'll all
him?
be over before we know it.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony across the cosmos.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so we'll do our best to explain everything
Well,
to the Dream
good luck
Master,
with that.
even if the negotiation does not go smoothly. I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chordmaster, the Harmonious Choir would not arrive.
I'm relieved to see your determination. You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself.
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us.
Perhaps you'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
Ooh. Good job, Mr. Yang.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus that satisfies everyone.
Indeed.
Been an hour already.
Let us hope
But I feel like nothing has happened. Nothing significant has happened yet except for Acheron's exposition. So let's keep going.
For the meeting.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting here.
Assist the guest? That's not Robin's responsibility.
Oh, Mr. Sunday. Hey there.
Drunken guest. Let's keep going.
The moon?
Yeah, but it's no big.
Sorry, I'm skipping this
They told
one.
me not to sell everything I had. Just
selling everything you had.
Why? Can't you? It's better to be here at Penacony.
Is this?
Huh?
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's app.
Oh, yeah. See you around, Mr. Sunday.
Uh-oh, okay. I'm gonna try to skip past, like, the ones involving NPCs.
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this?
Because it's
The
easier
man
to
we
escape
ran
from
into,
reality
He doesn't seem happy at all.
than to face it.
Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak. However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate
That's called
value,
social capital.
people have to take from others.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it. The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. No tragedies exist here. Only happiness. Although in its nascent form.
Uh-oh, I feel like he's gonna take the Dream Master's side. They're not agreeing with each other.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Yes. Seeing is believing.
Uh-oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Alright, Robin. Where are we going? Is this... Oh, cheerful guest.
Glad to meet you again, Robin.
Okay, I'm gonna skip, because it's a NPC.
You're too kind, Robin. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so...
But if this went on forever...
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun?
Some people, actually.
Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back.
Oh.
Just enjoying the dream
Okay.
itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or so. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel. And I wish you a fantastic.
Can you go to the theater, guys? We know that these people like the dream.
Perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point.
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room. Didn't she?
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have
You're
to
creeping me out, Sunday.
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either.
Okay, do we get one more person? Continue to learn more about the dream before the Dream Master's arrival.
The scenery in this dreamscape is
Oh, NPC, let's skip. NPC. Just skim through the text.
Oh.
Right, guest.
You're right.
a philosophical.
Oh, not at all, no.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. And then, all my comrades. They have. And that my physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you
They
see
can be on
here
life
is
support
whole,
and still
rational and no
soak in the
different
dream
from any
pool.
other person. My true appearance. Huh. I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
So,
Can they choose what they look like?
living forever in this dreamscape.
That's interesting. If you're able to do that, I mean.
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me.
Or is that just sparkle?
Whether it's in this dreamscape or not, well, my world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second.
That old man's story. It's so tragic. Fortunately, this sweet dream gives.
That's precisely why this.
However,
there will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
Uh-oh, this doesn't bode well.